Eva Pilgrim is in Pennsylvania with the latest there. Eva, good to see you there. ABC News and Washington Post polls are now showing that Joe Biden's lead in Pennsylvania is down a little bit, 7 points now. So much of the focus in that state on suburban women. What are you hearing from voters there about that?
Well, Terry, for about the last week, I have been having a lot of discussions with women in the suburbs, specifically with moms groups. And these mothers are telling me that for the first time for a lot of them, they're actually discussing politics. You know, moms groups are a sector of the population that oftentimes tries to avoid having discussions about politics in their groups, but they're having these discussions on their text messaging chains because they tell me they just can't avoid it. This year, so much of what is going on and that they are having to deal with as moms and with their children are centered around politics because of COVID-19. They're having to talk about, are you masking your kids? Are you sending your kids to in-person learning at school? Even things like, should I take a vacation during the summer? Is that safe? Like, what is the best thing for these moms to do? And they're having those discussions with each other. One mom group telling me they actually even watched the debates and were texting each other during the debates. This has put a lot of pressure on moms because they are, as we all know, we all have moms, taking the brunt of a lot of this burden. A lot of these are working moms. They are balancing both their job and taking care of their children and teaching their children. One mom telling me, I'm doing 8,000 things at once and I'm not doing any of them well. Something has to change, Terry.
Well, that is certainly true in many places. Now, in the advance voting, more than 3 million Pennsylvania voters requesting absentee ballots this year. This is a staggering number. What do we know about how those ballots would be counted?
Well, those absentee ballots, those mail-in ballots. So first of all, let's talk about the ballots that come in after 8 p.m. on Election Day. The court has decided that they are going to put those ballots aside as decisions are made as to what they will do with those ballots. But those ballots will be counted. They can start being counted at 7 a.m. on Election Day. Pennsylvania is one of those states that you cannot count ballots before 7 a.m. on Election Day. Here in Philadelphia, they're going to be counting those ballots at the convention center. But the thing here is each county has their own plan, their own rules, their own what they're going to do with those ballots and when they're going to start counting them. And there's a handful of counties that are saying we're not going to start counting those ballots until after Election Day is over because one county official told me they simply don't have the volunteers to do both Election Day and the ballot counting. So some of those ballot numbers we aren't even going to see starting to come in for the mail-ins until after 8 p.m. on Election Day. And it could take days for those ballots to be counted. We also know that the overwhelming majority of people who filled out those mail-in ballots and sent them in are Democrats. That is something that we are factoring in. And Terry, an interesting thing that we heard from people, both Republicans and Democrats, they want to make sure that their votes counted. And so a lot of people, as they started to hear all of this controversy and speculation about these mail-in ballots, decided, you know what, I'm not going to take the chance. I'm going to surrender my ballot on Election Day, and I'm going to push the button myself so I can make sure that my vote is counted. Terry?
That's great. Eva, thanks very much. Eva Pilgrim there in Pennsylvania, Victor Oquendo in Florida, Marcus Moore in Texas. Thanks very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.